Y'all might think that I might be overreacting by saying my ex was a narcissist. But hear this out. I was an Uber and Lyft driver, right? And I would have riders in the car. And for safety reasons, I did not put earphones on like that to speak to him on the phone because after he would call so daggone much that it would be hard to put the damn things on phone. So I just was like, you just gonna have to say it on speaker and say something if it's important. And he would talk to me in such a vicious way on the speakerphone to where my riders would hear the conversation, and after they heard him speak, after they heard the way he spoke to me, one man got out the car. He was like, "Yo, that nigga's a clown." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? That nigga got a pew pew." I know. Trust me, I know. I tried to get him off the phone, but then he wouldn't get off the phone. And so I said, "Okay, you don't want to get off the phone, so we're gonna mock you then. Me and the rider's gonna mock you because you sound like a fucking clown at this point." Men would pause before getting out the car after hearing him and be like, ma'am, are you okay? So yeah, definitely was being very disrespectful regardless of who was in the car. Even when I was saying, hey, I'm working, trying to sabotage my work. I even remember getting reported and I was getting pissed by getting reported for his calls. Because again, if you don't answer the freaking calls for them, they get mad. But let them not miss a call. Yeah, I have stuff to do. Fucking liars. So yes, your girl had to be tactical. And to all those writers out there, I'm so sorry y'all had to hear that man go on a rant about nothing. And so when I started to see that, I was like, if they see his bad behavior and I see his bad behavior, maybe I'm not the fucking problem here. But y'all, remember, he had a pew pew. He pointed at my face. Y'all might see it as a jokey joke when you see someone do that and laugh at you. But me, I'm like, all right, I have a threat on my hands. Smile, act polite, and do nothing. And he just looked at me. He's like, I can't tell what you're thinking. And I looked at him. I was like, it's by design. It really was by design. I was like, bitch, you crazy. So yeah, I had to plot. I had to plan my way the fuck out of that shit, right? No? I needed to leave outside of being a body bag, okay? I hate to be harsh, bitches, but I can't help but to remind you he pointed a pew pew in my motherfucking face. So I figured the best exit was for him to believe it was his choice rather than me, my choice. So if I have to play the fucking villain, go ahead and give me my Oscar, bitches. I'll play the fucking villain. So one day I just started doing shit to make him break up with me. Like telling him that his gaslighting wasn't working as much as he wanted it to. Telling him like, oh yeah, you got me to get the car, but I can still get a bankruptcy and leave you with a 2-ton weight, boo. Sounds like you're the dummy here. Just letting him know just how unstupid I was. And once he realized I wasn't stupid, he didn't like me so much. He started calling me evil. And I was like, oh, if you think I'm evil, I could show you evil. What kind of evil are you looking for, sir? After he would say something manipulative, I would just look at him. I'd be like, did you know that arrogant people are the easiest to manipulate? I would just say random shit. And he just would look at me like, you. And I'd be like, yeah, keep thinking I'm a dummy. It'll be your downfall, bitch. And when he gaslit me, I would tell him the history of gaslighting and how it started and where it got its terminology from. And I'd be like, isn't it so interesting how gaslighting started? Too bad it doesn't work on me. At that part, I wasn't even pretending anymore. At that part, I was like, bitch, you just stupid. And also, I needed to give him a grand slam story that he can tell to his next prey ass woman. Sorry, girl. I mean, You gonna be the next victim, sorry. But I need to give him the story that he'll tell to his next victim. So I concocted the whole voicemail. And no, not concocted. He gave me the voicemail, and I just went around his house and played it on blast and started answering questions to the microphone. And he was like, "How dare you?" I was like, "Yes, how dare I? What are you gonna do? It's over." I was like, "It's over." Well, I won't respect your wishes, and I got the fuck out of Dodge. It was so quick. Get the fuck out of Dodge after he broke up with me. I was like, yes, he did it. Now he's gonna go over there and exaggerate that motherfucking story to the kingdom come, and I'll have another fucking story to tell about his last woman did this and how dare she. Yeah, whatever. Go to the kingdom come. I got rid of you, bitch. Ha! And the moral of the goal is, it don't matter how you get rid of the motherfucker, just get rid of them, even if you got to be calculating about it. Sometimes you're going to have to get your acting skills out and have to pretend to be sad just so they can distance from you. Think about that isolation as peace. And he isolated me. I was like, peaceful, peaceful. I was like, yes, I miss you bothering me. I miss you nagging me. I miss you saying everything is my motherfucking fault. Yeah, I miss that. I absolutely miss that. But all of them are just one-trick ponies. They do the same tactics, the same weaponization, the same manipulation, same isolation, the same pulling back. Anything that you say that you like, they will take it away. I like it when we cuddle. They don't want to cuddle no more. I like it when we kiss. They don't want to kiss no more. I love how we communicate. They turn communication. Well, that's just all of them. Communication always be bad. Just saying. Ladies, if you can get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Remember, God loves you and I love you too, but not in a weird way.